Hi guys, Recapped Movies here. Today we are going to show you a recap of an action, comedy, film called Tokyo Revengers. The story begins and we are shown the main protagonist, Takemichi, getting up and starting his day in his messy apartment. He has breakfast and watches the TV, where he sees that her girlfriend has died in an accident. After seeing this he gets in a shock and can't stop staring at the TV. After this, he goes to work and gets yelled at by the owner of the shop. He tells him that he is a lonely good-for-nothing brat and he doesn't even have a girlfriend. After that, he gets ready to go home and when he is at the station he gets pushed on the track by an unknown figure and the train is about to run him over. But a flash is shown and Takemichi wakes up at the train station. He sees his old friends Akun, Takuya, Makoto, and Yamagishi. Takemichi is confused about what happened and sees the mirror where he sees that he has been sent back in time and he is a school student. Akun tells him that he is about to go and pick a fight with the Shibuya High School students. It is shown that Takemichi and his group were a group of punks who picked fights with other schools. They reach Shibuya High and they wait for the students who are going to fight them. Shibuya High's seniors arrive and the leader of the squad, Kiyomasa. He is also in a notorious Tokyo Manji gang. Takemichi and his friends try to run but they get trashed by them. Because they are really weak, like you. During the fight, Takemichi sees that this was the moment his life became a dump and he had to leave school because of it. Seeing this he faints and apologizes to Kiyomasa and they become their slave. After the beating he took he goes and sees Hinata. And sees that she is not dead and they talk to each other. She tends to his wounds. Takemichi tells him that she will die in 10 years and he will be very lonely but she rubs it off and tells him to man up and quit being a loser. After that, he goes to the park where he sees Hinata's brother who was being picked on by seniors, and Takemichi helps him, but he faints in the process. They talk to each other and he also tells him to protect his sister. They shake hands but after the handshake, Takemichi goes back to the future and sees that he is in the hospital and Naoto is there. He tells him that he grabbed him on the tracks before he was about to get run over. He tells him that Hinata is still dead and it was the Tokyo Manji gang who did it. He also tells him because of the talk they had 10 years ago, that is the only reason Naoto was there to help him and get him to the hospital. If he didn't do it Takemichi would have died. They go home and Naoto tells him to stop Toman and save Hinata. He tells him that he will do it and they shake hands one more time. Takemichi goes back to July 7th, where he sees that Kiyomasa is holding a gladiator match with them and they are getting tossed around. On this date, Akun was sent to prison because he killed Kiyomasa with a knife. Takemichi stops him and tells Akun that he will take care of it. Later Takemichi tells Kiyomasa to fight him and he gets angry. The fight begins and Kiyomasa is about to kill Takemichi but at that moment, the leader of the Tokyo Majin gang Mikey and Draken arrive. They beat up Kiyomasa since he was using the Tokyo Majin gang's name for his personal shit. They beat him up and Mickey talks to Takemichi and tells him that they are going to be buddies now. Next day at school Mickey and Draken arrive and take Takemichi to hang around with them. They are in the locker room when Hinata arrives and slaps Mickey. Draken grabs her but Takemichi tells him to leave her alone. Seeing how brave yet scared Takemichi is, Mickey tells him that he will never harm a woman. Hinata sees that they are friends and apologizes to them, because she thought that they were bullies and she wanted to protect him. After that, they go for a bike ride and along the way Mikey tells Takemichi to come with them to the meeting they are holding for the Tokyo Manji group. Takemichi agrees and they go to the meeting. During the meeting, Draken tells Kiyomasa to take off his uniform and leave. Because he is not fit to be within them. After he leaves, Kiyomasa finds a mysterious figure talking to him. Meanwhile, Mikey tells the gang that they are going to be in a war with another gang called Mobius. A member named Pooh Boy had a friend who got in a fight with them and got killed but they also brutally beat his girlfriend because of it. Mikey tells them that on July 13th they will go to war. After a few moments, Takemichi wakes up when Naoto asks him why he didn't kill the Toman boss. Which is Mikey. He tells him that Mikey is not a bad guy. But he needs to know how this happened. He goes to Akun, his childhood friend who is now the owner of many clubs in Tokyo. Takemichi goes to meet him. When he is there Akun tells him that he was the one who pushed him on the train track to kill him and he tells him that he knows that he has time travel abilities. After this, he tells him to save everyone and he jumps off the building. Before dying, he tells him that Mikey changed after Draken was killed. He tells him that he was murdered by getting stabbed by a fellow gang member. So, to save Mikey and the others, he goes back to July 13th and witnesses the war that was happening. It was a one-sided match and Mikey defeats the gang leader, Osanai. After he was defeated, Draken was about to be stabbed by him, but Takemichi saves him. After the fight, we see that some Mobius members are planning to kill Draken. Takemichi sees Kiyomasa, who is a member of Mobius and has been given a knife so he could kill Draken. Draken is putting up a great fight and tries to buy time so others could get here. Meanwhile, Takemichi gets captured and gets tied up by Kiyomasa. Hinata arrives and unties him, they kiss and Hinata tells him to go and help his friends. Meanwhile, Mikey and the other gang members arrive to save Draken and start slaughtering Mobius. During the fight, Draken gets stabbed by Kiyomasa. Takemichi arrives there and carries him to the hospital so the future can be saved. On the way, Kiyomasa arrives and Takemichi fights him. After a brutal fight, Takemichi defeats him. He takes Draken to the hospital, and after a few moments, the doctor tells them that Draken is going to be fine. Seeing this, Takemichi goes back to the future. He sees that Ak-kun has opened his hair salon shop, and goes to see Hinata to see if she is alive, and finds her in her apartment waiting for him. And the movie ends there. That's all for now. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.